So another example would be um, all animals have, all mammals have 4 legs. Uh, my dog is a mammal, be the second statement. The third, which would be the conclusion from these two propositions or premises, is my dog has 4 legs, okay? Would be another example. And this is syllogism, a form of reasoning using two premises or propositions to draw a conclusion. All right, what is a premise? What is a proposition? A premise is a statement from which another is formed to draw a conclusion. So by definition, premise is a statement that which another is formed to draw a conclusion. A proposition is affirmative judgment or opinion. All right, affirmative judgment or opinion. So in the second chapter, when I was talking about on interpretations that deal with short terms, nouns, adjectives, universals, verbs, affirmatives, and negations. Okay. Other than that, you would have went. This is a form. This is, like I said, syllogism is a form of deductive reasoning. So you're talking about logic. Now, you hear the term logic and illogical. Like, that's illogical. Where are you getting that from? What form of reasoning you use? The word logic comes from the word logos, which means word. And we essentially speaking to the meaning and definition of a word, whether you using it out of context or whether you really got true understanding of that word, right? And it's nothing new under the sun. You talking about prior analytics, so you be like, man, where are you getting that logic? That's illogical, okay? So the forming of logic is that it's nothing new under the sun, and you pull your reasoning or your body of knowledge from categories already of subject matters, okay? So I hope this makes sense. And why is this relative? Because you only know a thing based on prior analytics, all right? And what's already been substantiated as this or that based on language and ideologies, ideas, all right, and concepts of universals. So you had categories, on interpretation, prior analytics, and post analytics, okay? After that, you had the chapter which called topics. Under this, it deals with the retention of information, memory, and basically letting you know things have certain sub topics, right? And if somebody off topic, right? So basically in the process of court, which use deductive reasoning and things like that, you can't be off topic or talk hearsay. Stay on topic, and it's nothing new. So what comes with a topic is what comes with that category or subject matter, right? So where is you getting your information from? Somebody standing before you telling you something, they should also be able to give you a reference. So when you infer something based off of premises, which is a statement from which another is formed as a conclusion. All right, so where is you getting that from? What logic is you using? Is it logical or is it illogical? And you gotta equally know when you know something as well. What's just as important as knowing something is knowing what you don't know. So that's why you have people who are professionals in that lane. When you're speaking about something you don't know something, can't give reference, all right? Anybody speaking to you should be able to give you reference to where they getting their information from. Hope this making sense, okay? Now, after the categories of topics, you had the 6th chapter of this body of work from Aristotle called Organon, which is refutations. And this is essential because it lets you know about rebuttal, basically. And under this, it speaks about whether you believe something because it's popular rumor or just popularly what's going around, whether you believe something based on an influencer or some form of celebrity having this belief, right? Somebody with a social position, so you believe it, or whether you believe something based on the word, the logos. And this is explained under the title of, or the chapter of refutation, which is very enlightening. So essentially, we need to study words and the true meaning of words. So logos, which is the breakdown of the word logic, means the word W-O-R-D. All right? Properly contextualizing words, the study and the understanding of the word that we're speaking of, okay? In the beginning, from biblical text, it was the word, and the word was with God. So that comes with true understanding. We're talking about knowledge, also wisdom and understanding, okay? Philosophy is broken down into two parts. The first part is philo and Sophia, which means wisdom. The love for wisdom is what philosophy is. Also, philosophy are those individuals, when we hear about certain degrees, that have a PhD. PhD is the highest doctrine somebody can get. You can get a bachelor's degree, certain graduate doctrines are degrees that you can get, but PhD is the highest level, essentially, of a degree that someone can have and ascertain. And other than it meaning the love for wisdom, philo and Sophia, it means studying, all right? It's the process of studying, okay? And people get philosophies, and one of their tests to be whatever subject matter they dealing with, because you can have a PhD in certain categories, is that they'll be tested in doing a research and actually forwarding or bringing breakthroughs, essentially outlooks on that topic, right? And that's a test that all PhDs go through before obtaining a certificate. And that's a body of work of Aristotle. Like I said, we all down with the mental ability to reason. You be like, man, that's what logic is someone using? Is they speaking out of context, or do they even have true meaning of a word? So it's more to these subject matters. It's more bodies of work that we get from Aristotle, Plato. Philosophy deal with all contemplative knowledge, anything that you can reason with and know. So it's rooted in reality. Until next time, I'll be back breaking down some more information. The takeaway from this video is that it's nothing new under the sun. Deductive reason is you always have a reference point to where you got this information from. You don't just make up things. Things have already been defined. Like I said, under the chapter of own interpretations, things have already been defined with the making of short terms, nouns, adjectives, verbs, affirmatives, negations, and the concept of universals. So I hope y'all can take this and apply it. You can look up that body of work yourself, understand what syllogism is, understand deductive reasoning, and the process of coming to objective fact or truth. And the highest process would be having a dialogue, and it's called dialect under the branch of philosophy, which is a dialogue between two entities, two people that's trying to come to a common objective fact. And the process of questioning is the highest art to come to a truth based off that conversation and the inconsistencies once the other entity is questioning the person who's proposing a thing in the form of a proposition, okay? And as the conversation continues, the inconsistencies show if it have holes in their story, and the concept of contradictions, all right? No matter if we dealing with biblical text, the concept of contradictions and reasoning is still a factor in that play. Things must be consistent